Welcome to Season 8 of the Finding Peace podcast. This season is focused on practical, trauma-informed tools you can use in everyday life. When emotions run high, relationships feel heavy, or your nervous system needs support. Short episodes designed to help you find more peace, joy, and connection, one moment at a time. Please welcome the host of the Finding Peace podcast, best-selling author, psychotherapist, and speaker, Troy L. Love.
I have a buddy who, on a regular basis, is reminding me to take deep breaths. Now, it could be that I'm slightly neurotic and freak out about things that are of no consequence whatsoever, although doing the work that I've been doing for so long has helped in that regard. And it could be that he just loves to be like Mr. Miyagi from The Karate Kid that says, don't forget to breathe. Very important. Regardless, there are some effective ways of breathing, and then there are some less effective ways of breathing. A lot of times when people try to take a deep breath, you watch what goes on. Their shoulders go up to their ears. There's tightness all across their chest. Their eyes are wide, and then they let out a deep breath, and their shoulders drop, and they don't actually feel any better. Well, that's because they're not engaging a particular part of their body that is highly important. So today, I want to talk about breath work that actually works and can cause us to relax. Many of us have been taught that breathing is about control. Take a bigger breath, slow it down, do it correctly, fill your lungs, hold it, release it. And that may or may not be helpful depending on what you're actually doing. A lot of times, especially for individuals with trauma histories, chronic anxiety, panic symptoms, or nervous systems wired for vigilance, that approach can feel intrusive. Think about what happens to our body when we are afraid. Breathing changes automatically. It becomes shallow, faster, protective. Our body is trying to adapt. It's trying to create an environment in which we can get out of that situation. So imagine that we're in that fight or flight response. Our body is not doing well. And then we hear somebody saying, take a deep breath. To a nervous system already scanning for danger, that can feel less like safety and more like pressure. Because now we are trying to do it right. And our shadows of shame can show up and say, oh, you're breathing wrong. You're doing it wrong. What's going on with you? And shame loves to point out all the things that we're doing wrong. Here at Finding Peace, we often say safety before strategy because healing isn't forcing the nervous system into submission. It's creating conditions where the nervous system no longer has to defend itself. Breathing isn't something we conquer. It's something we can reconnect with. Trauma-informed breathing emphasizes a few things. Choice, because loss of control often sits at the center of painful experiences. So instead of our judge or whoever else saying, you need to breathe like this, you might want to try, I wonder if I breathe like that, does it help me feel more calm or does it help me feel more stressed out? Which way works for me? And let me try a couple of things. One of the things that I found particularly helpful is to lie on my back. What that does is it forces my body to actually engage the diaphragm. And the diaphragm is a really important muscle for breathing. In fact, its only job is to pull air into our lungs. And when the diaphragm is engaged, it sends a signal automatically to our brain that we are not in danger, that everything is okay. So if you lie on your back and you put your hands right between your sternum and your belly button, and then you breathe in, you'll notice that your tummy goes up. What's really going up is your diaphragm is expanding and pulling air into our lungs. And then you relax and you breathe out. And as you do that, that begins to send the signal automatically, almost instantaneously, that we're okay. So we experiment with that a little bit. Try that on your back, and then maybe sit up and see if you can recreate that same sensation, and then maybe try it standing up. And then we can do a couple of other things to kind of play around with our breathing. One interesting thing researchers and clinicians have observed is that extending the exhale slightly can sometimes help signal safety to the body, because exhaling is often associated with settling. So think about what happens naturally after a stressful moment passes. We sigh. Our body just does it on its own, not because we told it to, just because our body does it. So we can lean into that and we can breathe out. Oh. Some of you maybe have heard of 4-square breathing, where you count to 4 breathing in, holding for 4 counts, exhaling for 4 counts, holding for 4 counts. And that's a great way. One other way that we can do that is actually exhaling for 6 counts or 8 counts. And so we play around with that a little bit. Do I feel more relaxed when I exhale for 4 counts? Or do I feel a little bit more relaxed when I exhale for 6 counts? Or do I feel a little bit more relaxed when I do it for 8 counts? I'm still going to breathe in for 4, but I'm going to breathe out a little longer. And so we play with that until you find something that feels right for you, and then you can choose to do that. Another important part of breath work is natural rhythm. Oftentimes, we feel like in order to heal, we have to do more things. We have to add more. But sometimes healing isn't adding more, it's subtracting pressure. You don't have to breathe deeper than your body wants to. You don't have to hit some magical count. You don't have to perform calmness. Your body already knows how to breathe. The goal isn't perfect breathing. The goal is removing obstacles. So here's something you can try. If you're not driving, you might want to try this now, and if not, you can try it later. We're not going to force anything. We're not trying to perform. We're just going to be aware. Just breathe normally, in through your nose, out through your mouth, or breathe however you breathe. Maybe you're a mouth breather or you're a nose breather, whatever. Just breathe the way that you normally do, and just notice it as it is. Don't change it. Just notice. And then do a body scan from the top of your head all the way down to your toes, and just notice if it feels okay. Allow your next input to happen naturally. Next time you breathe, just let it happen naturally. Don't make it bigger. Don't pull it in like a deep breath. Just let it arrive. And then when you exhale, lengthen it slightly, just a little bit. Maybe 1 second, maybe 2. No effort, no holding, no pressure. And even if that's too much, just simply notice your breath is enough. Breathing in and breathing out. Now, we're going to now shift the attention down to our diaphragm. We're going to notice if we breathe and it expands. If you're standing up or you're sitting and you put your hands right between your belly button and your sternum, with your middle fingers just barely touching, it's going to feel like a balloon is expanding when you breathe in. So you breathe in and then release. And just do that 5 or 6 or 10 times. And then again, check in with your body and just notice how it feels. So now what I want to do is just take you through a 4-minute breathing exercise. Remember, you don't have to do it perfectly. You don't have to breathe deeply. You don't have to relax. You don't have to force anything. All we're going to do is just notice what happens and what doesn't happen. And if at any point you want to do this with your eyes closed, or you want to do this with your eyes open, or you want to shift your body, or you just want to stop entirely, you can do any of that, because choice matters. So take a moment and settle into whatever position feels most supportive for you. It might be standing, it might be sitting, it might be lying down, whatever works for you. Allow your body to adjust naturally. Maybe just notice where your feet touch the floor. Maybe notice where your body makes contact with the chair or the bed. No need to change anything. Just notice. And now, bring your attention gently toward your breathing. We're not going to control it. We're just going to notice. We're just going to observe. Where do you notice your body the most as you breathe? Maybe you notice your chest rising and falling, your lungs expanding. Maybe you notice it in your belly. Maybe your nose. Maybe you notice the temperature of the air as it comes in through your body or as it leaves your body. Maybe you don't notice anything at all. That's totally okay. Just become curious. Notice the inhale arriving. Notice the exhale leaving. Nothing more. Just watching. Pause. Breathe. In. Out. Now, if it feels okay, allow the next inhale to come exactly as it wants. No bigger, no deeper, no effort. Just let it arrive. And as you exhale, allow it to linger just a little longer. Not dramatically, just a gentle softening, as though you're letting air leave a balloon very slowly. No pushing, no forcing. Again, allow the inhale to happen naturally and soften the exhale and lengthen it just a little bit. Notice whether your shoulders want to drop even a little bit. Notice whether your jaw wants to soften. If not, that's okay. Nothing needs to be fixed. Nothing needs to be adjusted unless it feels like that's what you want to do. We're just noticing, not performing. Continue breathing at your own pace, naturally inhaling, gently exhaling, naturally inhaling, gently exhaling. You might imagine the inhale as receiving air, receiving oxygen, receiving support, receiving life. And you might imagine the exhale as releasing. Not releasing everything. You don't have to let go of every burden, and sometimes we can't. But just releasing 1%, 1 degree. One small thing. Inhale, receiving. Exhale, releasing. And keep trying that for just a little bit more. And just notice what's going on in your body. And if thoughts come in, that's okay. Thoughts are what minds do. You don't need to stop them. You might just simply notice thinking thinking, oh, I tell people it's like you notice a cloud in the sky and you just notice it and you're like, oh, that looks like a rabbit. And you just, oh, there it is. And then you go back to breathing, naturally inhaling, gently exhaling, breathing in, breathing out. And now let's see if we can bring a little gratitude about our breath towards ourselves. To breathe in the gratitude, not because our breathing is perfect, not because we are perfect, but because we breathe all day long. We breathe through stress. We breathe through joy. We breathe through fear. We breathe through moments of peace. And most of the time, we don't even notice. It just does it. It's part of the miracle of our bodies. Breathing in and releasing. So take one final breath in and a slow, gentle breath out. Before we finish, just notice. You didn't force calm. You didn't earn peace. You simply made space for yourself. So do a body scan now. Just notice how your body is feeling. And sometimes when we do that, there's room for more healing to happen. There's more space for miracles to take place. And then whenever you're ready, bring your attention back to the room. Notice the sounds around you. Notice your body. Notice your feet. And continue your day carrying this reminder that you don't have to control your breath. You can simply give yourself permission to breathe. Your breath was never meant to become another thing you have to get right. We don't need to control it. We don't need to force it. We don't need to prove that we're calm. Our breath just needs space to be able to do what it does. And maybe today you need space too. Remember, you matter. You are important. You are worthy of love and belonging.
You've been listening to the Finding Peace podcast. Special thanks to Intrex for providing the theme music for this season and helping set the tone for reflection, grounding, and hope. If this episode supported you, please like, subscribe, and share the Finding Peace podcast. Your support helps these practical, trauma-informed tools reach more people who are seeking peace, clarity, and connection. To explore more resources, workshops, and upcoming events, visit findingpeaceconsulting.com. The Finding Peace podcast is hosted by best-selling author, psychotherapist, and speaker Troy L. Love. Until next time, remember, you are worthy of love and belonging.